Good morning. Good morning. This is episode 2 of the Cream of the Stream podcast. Today we have a very special guest, your favorite killer main, DANinahurry. Been waiting for a while to interview this cat. He is hilarious. He's probably going to be your new favorite streamer if you don't already know him. I highly recommend checking him out. But we are going to touch base on a lot of things today. We're talking about where he grew up. We're going to be talking about pretty much how he got started as a streamer, how his childhood was. I hope you guys give him a warm welcome. Also, a reminder, we do have no events going right now. There's no alerts. So I know I appreciate all the follows and all the hosts and everything in advance, but we do not have alerts going. This is about DANinahurry. So we don't want any distractions. You feel me? You feel me? But anyway, without further ado, give DANinahurry a warm welcome. Here he is, this beautiful fella. Welcome in, Dan.
Hey, Suddins.
How the hell are you, Dan? It's great to see you.
Doing amazing, dude.
Doing amazing? All right. Well, we're going to start at the beginning, buddy. So I know that you're from Texas. Did you originally grow up in Texas?
Yeah, 100%. I'm from a small town in Texas, dude.
So I got to say that the one time I drove through Texas, I about got pushed off the road because I wasn't driving 90 miles an hour. Is that a common thing there?
Oh, 100%, dude. That's facts. 100%, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of spicy. I saw that the speed limit was 80 miles an hour and I was going 80 and I was like, this seems kind of fast. And then literally people like driving by like super pissed that I'm not driving 90. That's
dude, that's 100% accurate, dude. See, I haven't left Texas too many times, dude. So if you told me that was like just like a normal thing in general, I'd believe you, dude. Everyone's going fast here.
Yeah. That's a pretty spicy state, but I did like it when I was there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of nice people. But anyway, let's start in the beginning. How was the childhood?
Honestly, it was amazing, dude. I had a really good childhood, dude. I feel like I was introduced to gaming at a really young age. And I couldn't stop. It was my dopamine. It was my serotonin. I needed to have it. And it just sticked like that forever. Like 20 years goes by. How many years I've been gaming? Probably since I was like 4 or 6, maybe. I just loved it, dude.
That's good. What game did you start with? You said that was like your thing.
If I feel like I had to think which game I had to start with, or maybe which one I had the most hours in, I feel like I was super fond of Banjo-Tooie. I feel like, or even yep, so good. I couldn't stop playing it, dude. Like, I would play it every day. My father would be like, "You have to go to sleep, dude. You have to school tomorrow." I'm like, "Dude, can we play a little bit longer?" And it's just Super Mario 3, I feel like, dude, was really good too. I feel like those were both my young days of being a gamer when I was a kid.
That's actually pretty awesome. I remember I've got the Xbox Game Pass, and I was looking through there, and the wife was actually super excited to see Banjo-Kazooie was on there. She's like, "Can I play this?" I was like, "Yeah, go crazy, play all you want." But that's awesome. That's a good ass game.
Such a good ass game, dude.
And you said Mario was the other one?
Yeah, Super Mario 3. I feel like Super Mario 3, and I feel like I didn't play Kirby and Dreamland as much, but that was like really fucking good too. Like, honestly, this one time when I was a kid, I don't remember how old I was. I might have been 6. I wanted to play Super Mario 3 so bad, I shit myself and kept playing, dude. I was like, sick. I just couldn't stop, dude. I don't know, dude. It's always been my drug, my love, dude.
That's actually one of those games I get really tilted at because like I don't jump in time, I guess. And also my brother was kind of a game hog, so any of those games, he'd be like, "You could play when I die," and he had 99 lives. And he's like, "No, I'm talking when I run out of lives." So I never really got to play. And now that I play it as an adult, my reaction time's terrible, and I'm just ass at it. So I don't really play.
I feel like my brother was the same, dude. I feel like my brother was on the same end as you as well, because he'd always watch me play games. And now that when he plays games, his reaction time is also kind of not the best. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe coincidence, maybe the same reason. Who knows, dude? He always loved watching me play games too.
So what game actually sparked you being like, I want to do this? You know, like I want to get into streaming. What game started that?
I think it was more when I learned about streaming, I really wanted to do it. And I know when I was in like, I believe like senior year, maybe a little bit after that, I feel like maybe like from like 18 to 21, I really, really wanted to stream. But the girl I was with at the time was like, no, Dad, you can't stream, dude. All the other girls will be like, come on, like they'll get you, dude. Like, bro, stop. So like, why you gotta be like that, dude? And eventually, when we broke it off, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stream. And I was working a full time job. I actually expected to be like, you know what? I want a family. I want to fucking work, and I want to do all this, dude. And at such a young age as well, dude. And I was like, fuck it, this is what I want. We ended up breaking it off, and I was like, fuck everything else. I want to stream, dude. I saw my heroes streaming, dude. I saw Tyler One streaming. I saw Greek God streaming. I saw Ice Poseidon streaming. These guys made it look so good. I wanted a piece of that, dude. I needed a piece of that. And eventually I found my way. I wanted to make people laugh. I was always the class clown. I wanted to make people laugh. It always felt, at such a young age, it felt so good to make people laugh. And I just needed more of that as well. So I found my way. Honestly, I would have streamed anything. If it wasn't DVD, I would have just to hang out with some peeps and make them laugh. It would have been anything if it wasn't DVD.
Absolutely. I feel the same way, you know. I mean, I think the world needs a lot more laughter, and I think you do a good job of giving it to them. So I think you got into streaming about the perfect time, and you started with F13, didn't you? Was that the first game that you were like, I main this game?
My very first stream ever, I didn't know what I was doing. I had like a $30 microphone. I was playing at League of Legends ARAM, dude, with Face Rig. I had no idea how to fucking do anything, dude. I somehow found my way to PUBG. Then I found my way to F13 and then DBD.
Right on. And do you plan on playing anything else, or are you just going to be a DBD main until the game dies?
I feel like I will keep maining DBD, and I will keep trying to push out YouTube content. And if we ever get big enough where I feel like I can also do a little bit of variety as well and transition the community, I will do that. But for now, I love DBD. I love the community. It all works. And I'm just going to keep doing that for now. And if we somehow ever get to that place where we can also do variety, I'd also love that too.
Well, and I got to say that some of the content that you're putting out on YouTube is really good. That's your list that you made, and that bait of, oh, Nurse is a D tier, you know, like that was good, really good bait. Like that, I was like, there's no way. I was like, what the fuck's going on with Dan's head? So I clicked on it and I watched it, you know.
Dude, that's YouTube. You gotta bait them, dude. You 100%. I need to get more into that, dude, but it's all about baiting them, dude. Gotta get them in, dude. Get them in. Fucking show them the good ass content. Make them stay, dude. They'll be there forever, dude. One of your peeps would be awesome.
So before you started streaming and everything, I know you said that you used to have some type of job where you were a tech support of some sort.
Yeah, I was a call center, dude. I was a call center guy, dude. And they'd call in and they'd be like, my phone's not working. I'm like, all right, sir, give me one brief moment while I try to pull up some information. Typing, dude, and shit. Just looking. 1 second.
Did he give us the test voice?
All right. Hey there, Mr. Customer. How can I help you out today there, sir? Give me 1 minute while I pull up some information. Dude, God, I would tell them to reset it. That would have fixed 40% of their problems, dude. For real, dude. Like the people that call in, they're like, God, my phone's not working. Let me go call in real fast. And it's always the resetting of the phone, dude. It's messed up, dude. But it solves all my calls.
That with everything. You know, because I used to install cable and I'd always get these calls, hey, my router's not working. And you're like, did you hard reset it? And they're like, what the hell did you just say to me? Unplug it for 30 seconds, plug it back in, see if that fixes your problems. And I'm like, they would be like, can I stay on the line with you? I was like, you can, but most likely it's not necessary. Like, okay, I'll call you back. And then they never call you back. And you're like, okay, that's good. So did you do that job for a while, or did you dip into streaming?
I did it for like a year, I think, about a year before I ended up being like, well, the whole, I don't know, because it was going to be I wanted it to be my end goal. I wanted to be supervisor and shit. I wanted to work down the chain, you know, and then the whole, relationship I had fell through, and I don't know. I was like, there's so much more potential that I could do. Like I could do more and not be like sad. You know, I could be a better. I could just enjoy myself and try the whole streaming thing. So I fucking quit the job. Oh, I started going back to college too. Actually, I was doing college too for a little bit. I had college for like a year with streaming. Then I was like, you know what? I have 20 viewers. Time to go full time, dude. And I did. It's funny, dude.
I actually I almost made a promo video this weekend for you because I went to the zoo with my wife. My wife was like, "It's my birthday. I want to go to the Evansville Zoo." I said, "Okay." And I turned the corner and there's a red panda that's walking up to me, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get a video of this." And I said, "I found DANinahurry in his natural habitat," and I was gonna make a sick ass promo for it. And I turned the camera around and the fucker's just gone. And I was like, "No, where did it go? Where did it go?"
That would have been so good. That would have been lit fire, dude.
Yeah. I did get some pictures of him hanging out in a tree and everything. I should probably post it to your Discord. But
Oh, 100%, dude. In the general, fuck you, do that. So they'll be badass.
So you said, what years were the job? You're only like 20.
All right, so I started streaming in 2017. So the job must have been in like 2016 to 2017, and I quit towards the end of the year. Was it 2017? 2018. Oh my god. Where's give me a second here. They pull out my when I got and in a hurry user. Alright, so yeah, fucking 2017. Jesus, time goes by fast. That's insane to me, dude.
It does, especially when you're having fun, you know.
True.
And I know you play DBD off stream, but how much do you actually play DBD through the week, like for streaming?
At one point I was literally playing the game. I feel like 10 hours a day, the Mondays through Sunday at some point. But nowadays I'm playing like 20 to 30 hours. I feel like and that's all the gaming I do at the moment. I want to eventually record even more DBD, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that level again.
Is that because of your hands, or is that just like...
Yeah. I've had like a little bit of joint issues, dude, so I don't really game as much. And it's not that bad either, because I really love Dead by Daylight because of the community that it also brings with it. Like don't get me wrong, I love DBD. Or no. I really, really, really enjoy DBD, but I love the community, dude. And that's what keeps me coming back. So like me being able to play just DBD isn't like a sad thing, because I love to hang out with the community, dude. They make me really happy.
And you said you don't really plan on going into anything else until, DBD dies. Are you ever going to throw any other games in there? Are you going to do any variety? I know for a while back you actually did Until Dawn, and I think you did... I'm drawing a blank. I know another game that you played, but I know you did Until Dawn. Are you going to do any more of those variety games?
I think it's good. If they might be like some goals, perhaps, or some other goals. But I feel as if at the moment we won't leave DBD until I feel like we're big enough to leave DBD, or not leave DBD, more like branch out. Because I feel like what you got to do is you have to have X amount of people in general to be up in the directory. And if you want to survive in different directories, you will need to have X amount of people to also survive in different directories, dude. So that's just like, I love streaming, but I also have to think of this as a bit of a business as well, right? Like, I'm not going to go over to a different directory like Fortnite, kill my channel for no reason, and I don't know, it'd be not good.
Yeah. So what made you switch from Survivor main to Killer main?
I eventually was doing a bit of Killer main to switch it up. I was doing about 2 hours Survivor, 2 hours Killer, about like 3 and 3 split. And eventually I was just like, dude, Killer's just way better. I'm like, I don't get slugged by spirits. I don't have to deal with the Among Us elephant like hitboxes from VPN killers. Like, that was probably the biggest thing, dude. When I would get hit and it didn't make like remote sense. Like, if it gives them an inch or two, that's fine. Maybe a little bit, a little extra. I don't care. But if the hitboxes double their fucking like triple their weapon size, I'm flipping out, dude. It's not good. I don't know. Killer's more consistent dopamine content as well.
Do you feel like your numbers have gotten better since you switched from survivor
I
to killer?
feel like what I noticed is when I was doing the split shifts, yes, I feel like that was true. I feel like when I'd start playing killer, people would actually be like, "Oh shit, he's playing killer, dude. Time to come in." Now it's harder to notice because I just play killer. But I feel as if I went back to survivor, I would I get less people? Maybe not. Maybe the same peeps would still have my back either way, which tends to be what it is. But when you're playing survivor or killer, depending on the streamer and depending their size, it can really make a big impact on your community as a whole overall. From what I've seen, dude, I've seen is like a lot of these people, they want to watch either killer or they want to watch survivor, and some people will watch the person either way. Which I mean, there's certain variables to consider.
Yeah, which I feel like you've got a really good community, and I'm one of those guys. I don't really care if I like the streamer. I'll jump in usually, depending on. I don't even really depend on what they're playing. Like Adventure Unknown's a good one. He could be playing like Minecraft, and I'd be like, "Suh, dude," jump in there. I feel like I would do the same thing with you. You could be playing Minecraft, and I'd jump in there and be like, "Suh, Dan." I think if you get that connection with the streamer, that's really all you need. And I mean, you've got a great community, so I really see them. I see them following you wherever you go.
Honestly, yeah, for the most part, correct. I feel like most of the community has my back for the most part. There are a stray amount of lurkers that never talk that just come for the game, obviously. That's to be expected, but the core community has my back, and I love them for that to death.
Do you miss playing Survivor at all? I know that you were really big right before you got partnered. You were doing the playing with viewers, the open lobbies and playing every day like that.
No, I don't miss Survivor because I still don't like the fact that the hitboxes are fucking ginormous when it comes to laggy killers, dude. It's like it's such I don't know. And when I have to do gens too, it tilts me because I want to make content for the stream. That's what I want to do. Like I want to make people laugh and I want to make content. But when I have to do gens, I'm like, God, I'm falling asleep over here. And if I'm falling asleep, they're falling asleep as well. But that's like different play styles, Some people do the gens and people don't consider the things I'm considering. My brain wants to just keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F. Like my brain just wants to keep going, dude, to find more content.
Yeah, that's badass. I do miss you playing Survivor on occasion because mostly because of the memes that you had, the D strike jumping into the locker and then playing the what's that song, the Pirates of the Caribbean song.
Yeah, dude. But no.
4 foot Huntress versus 9 foot Alpha Locker.
Dude, that's so funny, dude. I need to do that more often. They're actually nerfing DS, but not in that way, so it's funny AF, dude.
Yeah. Which how do you feel about that DS? Which obviously it's going to help you because a lot of the killer mains complain that it is weaponized, which I can't agree. Because you can go pull somebody off of the hook, and then you can still get yeeted, and then you can de-strike them, and they're taking that away, and you can't. I think you can't do totems either. I know you can't get healed. And I think you can't do gens.
You literally can't react, like you can't interact with anything that's like a gen, a totem, or a person. If they heal you, it's fine, but you just can't heal them. Is the thing. So, like, say I have DS and I want to go heal them, my DS turns off. But if they heal me, my DS will stay on. Which is I think it's an overgut to be honest. But like, when I think of the game as a whole, I like part of me is the killer main side of me wants to say, fuck DS and fucking Breakable, but the logistics side of me, along with that, wants to say that's an overguts, and they needed to not nerf it when it came to healing, so survivors could still have a chance to reset the game, and they still won't it's fine for gens and totems. That's just fine. They don't need to do more of the objective, dude, but they should have the option to reset the game.
Well, they're probably looking at they should have borrowed time if they're going to save people. That's probably the way they're looking at it.
That's true.
But I feel like they kind of overstep with a lot of stuff like that.
That's
I don't
true.
know if you watched the devs in some of their videos. They were whenever the hitbox was really bad, this last patch, the devs were literally like, "Why don't you try not playing? Why don't you switch to killer, or why don't you just play another game, put it down for a minute?"
That's so funny, dude. It's funny because they can say things like that, and I'm not gonna leave for sure. they're not gonna leave for sure. Because at the end of the day, we love this game, dude. Like, it's a
Yeah.
good game. Do we have expectations? Yes. At the same time, like, I think it'd be a little more professional. They're not scared because they have the monopoly, dude. Realistically, no other game has pulled it off quite as well as Dead by Daylight.
That's true. That's true. It's just kind of strange that they went that route. You know, this is like they could have went like, well, this is on our radar. This is one of those things that we're working on. We do apologize. They're just like, play something else. I don't know. Fucking figure it out. You know, so that was kind of strange to hear a dev say that because it was a common problem. And, you know, as you know, distance is kind of everything for Survivor. And if you can't judge that, it's one of those things that's just nasty.
That's true, 100%. I feel like the killers tried to defend the whole patch, and I just wasn't for it, dude. The survivors should know where they are, and the killers should know where they are. Like, period.
I agree. So there's actually a fun fact that I want to tell you. I didn't tell you because I don't want to like be like take away from your glory. You know, the day that you got partnered is actually the day of my birthday.
Is that true? That's badass. No, and that was. Don't tell me when it was. It was June 4th.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
That's also National Cheese Day. So that's like a triple thing going on right there.
Did you know that when you made your name?
No. I've just my real name's Colby, so my nickname has been Cheese my entire life.
Oh, that makes sense. That actually makes 1,000% sense.
Yeah, so like whenever that came around and they're like, "Oh, your birthday's on your like National Cheese Day?" I'm like, "Yeah." That's fucking weird, but awesome at the same time.
Super awesome, dude. I'm going to make sure I wish you a happy birthday this year, dude. I got you. I won't forget.
I'm hoping to do a subathon or something, but
that'd be badass.
I hope so. So what do you plan to do next? I know you're trying to grow your community right now. Are you going to try to do more killer stuff? Are you going to push towards doing like Survivor videos? I know that you said you're wanting to do more YouTube content. Are you going to do more killer videos or more Survivor stuff?
I'm planning out a toxic killer guide, like for everyone. Like I'm gonna do one for the pig, I'm gonna do one for Ghostface, I'm gonna do it for everyone. It would give you some information, but it's showing you how to fucking shit on them pretty much. Like it's gonna be my toxic build guide series.
God, I'm gonna be the survivor in one of those. I almost guarantee I will catch one of those games, and it'll just be you shitting all over me.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun. People are gonna love it, dude. I guarantee it, dude. Like, it's like the best of both worlds. You know, it's a guide plus toxic plus just shenanigans. You know, all the good information, all that good shit, dude. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I agree. Which is it's funny because you're actually a really really wholesome guy, but then every once in a while, whenever you're streaming, you put on like this dickhead cap, and you're like, I'm just gonna fuck these up because I can.
Oh, 100%, dude. Hilarious. Content, bro. Always going for the content, dude.
Which, for those of you that in chat that don't know, I played around against Dan one time, and I was streaming. I was just testing out some settings, and I noticed the person on Steam's name was Dan. So right after the game, he let me go, and I was in the basement, and I was right next to the gate, and I kept hearing a terror radius, and I was like, this fucker has whispers. And it's a Billy. I can't do anything. I pretty much just have to go up there and accept my fate because I'm not going to get away from him. And so I walk up there and he's standing there and he just stares at me and like watches me go. And then I get out of the game and I see his name's Dan. I was like, Dan, are you in a hurry? And he goes, hell yeah, so dude. And then he jumps in my chat and just bullshits with me. I was like, so that's kind of just like kind of who you are. You know, you're a chill guy and you try to support other streamers and come hang out. And it's just badass.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, you guys are my friends, and I enjoy hanging around you guys. And you guys make me really happy, so if I can make you guys happy, too, that's really nice for me.
Yeah, right on. So, you're a Trapper main now. Are you going to switch to anything else?
If I actually hard commit to anyone else, it might be Doctor. I'm already sub-maining him a little. I'm getting the Doctor craving, dude. Dude, he's just so... He's in the good level of, like, not too strong, but not too weak, and I like that a lot about him.
So, for some reason, I had a feeling that you were going to say Trickster whenever he came out, because I could just see being the cross map, you know?
He's so bad, dude. He's so awful, dude.
He definitely needs some help. I got 4 out of just about every time I played him.
Bro, it was so bad, dude. He needs like 112 speed, or he needs like 6 knives to damage them between health states, I feel like, and he'll be a lot, like, not both, one of those, and I think he'd be better. Like, they should tweak things slowly, not super fast, and see how it goes.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you've got this thing where people come in sometimes after the game and they start being toxic. So whenever that first started happening, what did you do to address these people?
Honestly, I feel like at the time, I pretty much reacted the same of like wanting to shit on them. And for me, it's almost always been content, I feel like. Whether they want to come in, say GG's, or be really cool, that's super nice. They want to be part of the community. No problem with that, dude. But if they also want to just like try to troll me and give me content, like, there's like a double win, dude. Everyone should run TTV in their name. If they want to even grow or have interaction, one of the either or both, like, you should always run TTV in your name, like, guaranteed. Like, there's no reason not to. It's like it's crazy because it's like, I don't know, if you could walk from point A to point B every day for 2 blocks, but also somehow for some reason have a nice cool glass of water, like, for no extra cost, like, why wouldn't you do the addition? Like, why wouldn't you take the plus, the bonus, you know? So there's just more for nothing.
Absolutely. Which I do agree with that, because honestly, I didn't put TTV in my name until a few weeks ago. And I've already noticed a kind of spike in the community where, you know, there's more people that come in and say, hey, I was this person in this game, you know. And you do have those pricks that come in there every once in a while that just want to be like, why didn't you save me and all that shit? And you're like, it was Bubba, man. What do you want me to do? You want me to go up there so I can get insta down too? It's like, no, man. Sorry you died. But now Potato actually just said it. Every time they come in now, you're just like, I fucked your mom.
True, I didn't say that because I didn't want the video to be censored, but if we're saying that, yeah, that's true. I say I fucked their mom, dude.
No. I usually put it where it's kind of adult stuff. I've got a potty mouth, you know. I can't help myself.
True, but same.
Plus, most of your community, they know that you're a cursor on an occasion. They know.
That's true. I can't help myself. See, it's such a good flame because did I actually fuck them up? Maybe. Who knows, right? But if they get mad at that, it's like they're crazy, dude. They're insane, dude. They're fucking. It's funny as shit.
Yeah, I personally love it. I kind of hope every time that you completely shit on some survivors, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope one of these guys comes in to say something. You know, because usually they keep going, and your community is just like they have your back 100%. They're like, dude, we were watching the game. It's like, you just you kind of need to get good. By the way, Dan fucked your mom.
It's so fun. I love it, dude. I think it's super funny that I can fucking just say I fuck people's moms all day long, and the community is just so wholesome, dude. Like, I love that. So I don't even know how that happens, dude. I don't know how I was so blessed, honestly, but fucking, I am super, like, truly blessed, dude, to have all these amazing people in my life.
Yeah, I agree. Your community does slap. Honestly, that was one of the biggest things that drew me to you too. Because when I first found you, I think you just had switched over from F13 to DBD. I think you were. I don't even remember what you were playing, but I remember being one of those guys that come in and was like, "What the hell's happening right now?" Because I'd never seen face rig before, and I was like, "What is this?" And then you were like, "Yeah, dude, raccoon, shut up," you know. And then you just kept playing.
Well, who would have known that face rig would blow up, dude? Nobody would have known that. I didn't see it coming, dude. One of the original VTubers, honestly, dude.
Yeah, dude, I dig it, and which I'm not pushing for this, but do you ever plan on doing a face reveal?
100%, dude. I think I want to do one at a TwitchCon. I've also, honestly, to be honest with you, I at one point in my streaming career, right, career quotations, right? Career, I thought to myself, is the red panda holding me back? I'm like, do I just face reveal anyway and stream normally? And I was like, God, but I like streaming nude, dude. So I don't know, man. Eventually, I just right place, right time, dude. I was always doing what I mean, I guess I've always slowly improved the content, but somehow people just started coming around more, and I got partnered, dude. That fucking year, dude. in 2020.
I mean, honestly, I love it. Like, I'm not going to be upset if you never face reveal. It's kind of one of those things, it's kind of like Michael Myers taking off his mask. You're like, you don't want to see what Michael Myers looks like. That's part of his thing, The mask is what you know him for. So I would be completely fine if you never face revealed, but the TwitchCon thing would be a cool idea.
I think so too. I feel like if I did it at a convention, then the people that didn't care either way, like that didn't want to see what I'd look like, it wouldn't ruin their immersion. I feel like, because like you said, some people don't want to know what I look like. Some people like the mystery of like, what does this man? Who is this man, dude? Some people like that.
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with Swag Dracula. He actually didn't face reveal for a really long time, and I think he actually did like he did like a subathon goal or something to where he finally face revealed, and I think it paid off like super well for him, because I think the sub goal was like ridiculous, but he ended up smashing it because everybody wanted to see what it looked like, which is interesting, So you kind of probably have both sides of the spectrum in your community. Like, some of the people want to know and some of the people don't.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely a 50-50, dude.
But I dig it. Are you going to stay with the red panda forever?
I'm actually low key working on an OC character, an original character, or maybe it's original concept. It's one of those, for a different type of character, dude. Will it show up in the next few months? It just might, dude. I'm working with a few people, dude. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll show itself in the next few months, maybe a year. Who knows? But the potential of it changing from a red panda is significant.
Really? So the next concept's not going to be a red panda?
Maybe. Who knows? Could be. Could not be. Who knows?
Is it going to be some? Oh, okay. So you're not expanding on it because you don't really want to say. I got you.
Yeah. I'm alluding. You're alluding, dude.
I like it. All right. We won't expand on that any. I don't want to give away your surprises. I don't want to give away your surprises. So are you ever going to do any like variety type horror games? I know
honestly, if I did, it would be rare, dude. It'd be rare. It might be like maybe once a month, if at that, dude. Yeah. But at the moment, and it would have to be like a Friday, like a bonus stream, dude. But right now, while I build the community, while I work on the YouTube, while I do all of this, especially right now, currently with the whole working on my hand strength and shit, it'll be just DBD, dude. Mostly killer. Unless someone gives me a bunch of subs like last time where they're like, Dan, would you play Survivor for 10 subs? I'm like, I suppose I would play that for 10 subs, and then they give me 50, so I play Survivor for like 5 games.
Yeah.
That happens.
It's cool, I mean, that's a good thing for you, and plus you can kind of advertise that like whatever amount of subs, I'll play Survivor. That's a pretty good thing.
True. I like it. I like it because even though I feel like Twitch should give you more rev in general, but the biggest plus of people gifting subs is that people get to use your emotes, and I like that a lot. That people get the chance to use the emotes for 30 days, no ads, and they kind of they get to have a good time with your emotes, dude, and that's like amazing to see that. When I see people randomly using my emotes in different people's chats, warms my fucking heart, quite frankly.
Yeah, which I really enjoy. I mean, giving bits is sweet. I love giving out bits, but I almost like giving subs more, just because that community member, if they have never subbed before, it kind of gives them a chance to come back, and then they have your emotes and they feel like using them. I think that's a good thing. It's kind of like a community rep for you almost, I feel like it's good.
It's facts. It's real. It's real life, dude. I've had a lot of people like get an emote and they normally wouldn't have come back, and they saw the emotes, came to check out the channel, and they became a regular, dude. It happens quite frequently.
Yeah, which I don't know who you had do your emotes. I did enjoy how you took the Mori one away right after the Mori nerf.
Dude, I had to, dude. That's so funny. It's so bad. Moris are so bad, dude.
I do miss the Mori emote. And we kind of talked about this a little bit before the channel, before we started. Is they used to have an animation where you could actually spam it. And tell me how much you missed that, because you would do.
I miss that so much, dude.
You'd have your clown paint on, and then you'd start stomping on their head, and
it was so good, dude. They make that weird noise, and he'd be like, "Ha ha ha!" They'd be like, "Ah, dude," because their head was getting stepped on, dude. They just do that over and over, dude, for like a minute, dude. I loved it.
There'd be so many salty people in the after game chat, and it was hilarious. It was just classic.
True, and people would always be like, "You can get banned for doing that." I'm like, "Okay, dude. Okay, man."
Which, now you're partnered, so you kind of showed them. Which
true. I had a guy actually say he was shit talking me on his stream, and someone told me about it. He was saying, that's why Dan will never get partnered. And someone's like, actually, he already got partnered. He's like, oh, really? Well, he deserved it, dude. It's stupid, dude. They changed the tone of voice in the fucking VOD, dude. It's hilarious, actually.
So you still listen to music on your stream, right?
I haven't. 100%, dude.
And what is your favorite type of music? If you had to take a genre of music with you to an island, you can listen to one. What would you listen to?
See, the type of music that I was raised with my father was stuff like Sum 41, dude. Fucking, We Built This City, things like that. And it's because every time we'd go to school, my father would play things like Sum 41, In Too Deep, dude. He'd play things like fucking System of the Down, Toxicity, dude. 99 Love Balloons, because that's the music he likes. So that's the music I've always enjoyed. Because every time we'd go to school, he'd play that, or on road trips, and I don't know, it's just very nostalgic, fond feelings that come back to me. So that's the music I tend to go towards.
Which it's kind of cool the way music works, because if I put on Sum 41's one of my favorite bands. If I'm really tired, and I put on that type of nostalgic music, you feel uplifted. You feel that energy coming back to you. It's like that dopamine just kind of bursts at you. And I love it. Sum 41 is one of my absolute favorite bands. And I actually karaoke In Too Deep at my wedding.
Dude, it's such a good song. That's so awesome that you did that, dude.
It does. It slaps, man. It slaps. All right, I'm about out of coffee.
I feel like the one thing I want to do is the one thing I want to do every other day is I want to get drunk and I want to sing karaoke, dude, because I feel like that's one of my guilt. I just love doing it. Something about being drunk and singing is just so amazing. I feel like I just love it, dude.
Dude, I love karaoke bars. I would do that all the time. And they don't do Twitch Sings anymore, right? I remember you had a performance of Lady Gaga that you did on Twitch.
Dude, it's still on there, actually. I uploaded it to my channel. It'll forever be there, actually.
Is Twitch Sing still a thing? Could you do that right now?
No, I don't think so. Wait. No, I couldn't, dude. I wish it was. They definitely, yeeted it. Actually, look. Is it still on my channel? It might not be. They might have yeeted the whole thing. I don't know, actually.
You see, I saw somebody playing something like it the other day, and I didn't know if it was actually Twitch Sings or if it was something else. But that does kind of make you sad. I really feel like they need to lighten up on all the DMCA type things,
That's true. I hear on Facebook they have all the they're good. I hear they paid all the rights to all this shit so they can play music whenever they want. Kind of nutty.
That's weird. I'm still getting claims from stuff that I streamed a year ago on
Are Facebook. You? I haven't gotten claims once, dude. Knocking on wood, dude. Don't claim me, Twitch.
Yeah, which they just have a thing to post it. You can post it muted or you can delete the video. So I just post it muted, and it only mutes that spot where the music was. And back when I first started, I literally was just doing straight just music, and I was listening to pretty much everything under the sun. So Facebook pretty much would just shut your stream down, which on Twitch doesn't do that. Because Facebook, they noticed that you were listening to, material that wasn't yours. You would just start having problems, and it would pretty much just disconnect you from Facebook, and you'd have to start over again and start streaming again. That happened to me quite often, and it was pretty disappointing. I'm super glad that Twitch doesn't do that, but I do wish that they'd find a way to make it where you could actually listen to good music and not get CA striked.
I had a sub mode only on for a while, and I feel like that. Oh no, for VODs, and that worked, but at the same time, people could not watch your VODs, dude. So it's like a double-edged sword, It kind of sucks. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, he's money hungry, dude. He wants us to pay for his VODs, dude." No, I just want to not get DMCA, dude.
Yeah, which I didn't even know that prevented DMCA, but that's
it's a big ass theory because apparently the bots, they're not subbed to your channel, so technically they couldn't come into your VODs and strike you.
That's interesting. Which I know you were a big theorist with top 100. You said that as long as it's not on the top 100 list, you could get away with it. Which you seem to have pretty good luck with that because every time I pop in, you still are listening to music.
Oh yeah, 100%. I haven't gotten struck in yet. I try to avoid most top 100 songs too, but I know "Call Me Maybe's" on there, dude, and I can't help myself, dude. I love that song. If I had to drink and sing any song, that would be one of them. Or "Wrecking Ball" was one of the first karaoke songs I ever did in my job. They had a karaoke machine.
Song you said?
"Call Me Maybe."
Call Me Maybe.
But I did karaoke at my last job for Wrecking Ball, dude, on the spot, dude. It's pretty good.
That's hilarious. So you did talk about your family a little bit in the beginning, and you said you still live at home, don't you?
100%.
And has your parents supported you through this entire thing?
Yes.
Were they ever worried?
No matter what I did, my parents would support me. If I wanted to start selling drugs, would they support me? Maybe, honestly. If I wanted to go Walter White, maybe they would. But no matter what I've done, they've supported me throughout the years. They are the most loving parents a kid could ever ask for, actually.
I can only imagine you just come in with like dime bags overflowing out of your pockets and you're like, "Hey, mom and dad." They're like, "Hey, son, proud of you."
Ooh, dude, they would, dude. It's crazy. That's why I know whenever I do end up becoming a dad that I have to like pay it forward, dude, because they're the best, dude. They're 100% the best to me. They always have been. So like, if I wasn't super amazing to a kid, that'd be really shitty of me because they've only ever given me anything like we didn't have a lot growing up. We definitely were poor, but there was never a lack of love ever, and that was really nice.
That's awesome, man. Which I think a lot of people struggle with that. You know, the parents not supporting them, and it's super cool to hear that you've had a really good parenting type of childhood and everything, and they've supported you through everything. And I'm glad to see you've made it this far and you've had such a good time all along the way. So that's awesome that you've had really good parents.
True, love them to death.
So right now we are about 45 minutes deep. This is where I was going to start taking questions from chat. And I did see one from Potato earlier, and he wants to know how you like your steak. This is his like go-to question.
I feel like I should just say well done. No, well done. I feel like delicious. I only had steak like 4 times, dude, but I feel like every time it's been well done, dude.
You've only
like
had
meat
4 times.
It's delicious. Yeah.
And you like it well done?
Yep.
Dan, we need to have a talk, buddy.
Is well done not good? It tastes delicious, I feel like. No? It tastes good. Delicious.
I mean, yeah, no, steak is still good, but honestly, I go for about medium. Whenever I go to a place like to order it, I usually order it medium because they end up either undercooking it or overcooking it if I order medium rare. So I just go straight for medium. And the longer you have the steak cooking, is the juices are cooking out of it. So you're essentially losing flavor the more that you cook it. That's why a lot of people kind of shake their fist. I don't really care. I like to give people a hard time about it. Like my wife likes hers well done. Well, she doesn't eat steak anymore, but whenever she did, she wanted it well done because the thought of the blood just kind of sickened her, which I get,
While reading some of these questions here as we speak. Should I pick them or should you pick them? You go whatever.
We said we weren't going to talk about pineapple on pizza.
Gross, though.
You watched the Avenger thing, and the Avenger was like, "No, I actually like it." And he said that he puts bacon.
Said he doesn't like it, from what I heard. I feel like.
Well, he said that he puts bacon, pineapple, jalapenos, and pepperoni, and I'm like, dude,
that's a different concoction at that point. He got rid of 90% of the pizza.
Well, that's the question: is this pineapple belong on pizza? And I mean, I feel like if you've got some other shit going, I feel like it's a good time.
I feel like if you have good taste buds, you don't like pineapple on pizza. I feel like if your taste buds are very underwhelming and they barely exist, then you may.
So Sin City Boss asks, favorite killer and most disliked killer.
My favorite killer to play right now, honestly, it's the tie between the Trapper and the Doctor. They're so fucking awesome. I don't know why. I just love them both equally, dude. Like Trapper, dude, they're just so fucking fun, dude. Something about putting fucking survivors in traps, dude, and playing such a bottom 5 killer, which is really fun. Then Doctor has so many things he can do. He can shock people with pallets. He's an ultimate attack, dude. There's tier 2s and tier 3s that you need to manage if you want your clone to show up. Like, he's always doing something. And he has really interesting add-ons too. Trapper, I wish he had more interesting add-ons, but my most disliked killer probably ever is the Deathslinger.
Really? I had a feeling you were going to say Legion. Is that your favorite? Is that your least favorite to play or to play against?
To play, but also to play against. I actually like Legion because not a lot of people know, or I feel like more people should know. When you go into Frenzy with the Legion, he sees no scratch marks, so you can window tech him very easily at the shack, dude. Because there's no scratch marks. He can't see him, dude, when he's in his mode.
So, I'm not going to tell you who asked this. I'm sure you're reading chat, but somebody asked who's your favorite mod.
Oh, my favorite mod, dude, would be... let's see if Steven's in the chat here. Oh, he's not. And Orchid is. So Orchid, of course.
PC Rig actually asked that, so I'm sure
fuck, PC Rig's a mod too. Fuck, PC Rig actually as well.
PC Rig was
along with
Orchid right there.
Well, both PC Rig and Orchid as well are my equally favorite mods.
So if you could go anywhere in the world, not an issue, where would you go? Ask from Orchid.
I feel like I would live in some sort of cheap place and still stream if they had good internet, like fucking Thailand perhaps, or Vietnam maybe, or I feel like I'm saying that right. I'd live there because it's like dirt cheap to live, and if they had decent internet, I could stream there, live like a king off my fucking what Twitch rev I get, dude, and just fucking do anything, dude. I just fucking be pretty poggers.
I don't know how that would work with money, currency, and everything else. That seems that's kind of a question that's out of my pay grade. Because you'd almost have to get a work visa to go there unless you claim citizenship there. You know, I don't know if you would
I think
still.
What people do is I think they do some sort of like traveling visa and they just never leave. I think people do that. I don't think you're supposed to, but people do that. And they don't get paid much. I think like on average they make like $100 a month or some shit like over there. So yikes for them, to be honest, dude.
Another question for Orchid, but you say you stream nude all the time, but what kind of shoes do you wear?
Well, I don't even wear shoes. Like, I never wear shoes, quite frankly, dude. Ever. If I go out, I'm wearing socks and sandals, dude. Easy.
Socks or sandals.
Very, very comfortable, very aerodynamic, dude. Very chicks love them, obviously. So you know,
that's like a grown man, like I'm in my 40s and I don't care outfit.
True.
So you're a little over your time.
True. I'm just ahead, dude. I'll get there eventually, dude. Good thing I'm prepared.
Says slides or flip flops.
I feel like flip flops.
And Nostalgic asks, will you ever accept that Fang is a cute character?
No, definitely not. Smelly.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's smelly. Smelliest of all characters, I feel as if.
So you tunnel out Fang a lot?
Yeah. Or the one of the ones who I hate more than Fang, Elf Dwight. He's my most hated survivor.
Really?
Yep.
I thought everybody just hated Nia.
Yeah, it's something about Elf Dwight, I feel like. Just gotta tell him out of the game, dude.
Smellier than Jeff. All right, guys, you got any more questions? Or we're going to get into Dan and his nice, wonderful tips.
Ooh, this is. I feel like this is really going to be nice, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Is Dan the second best harpooner?
I'm the first forever. I'm so good. They call me the Poon Hound, dude, because I'm so good at harpooning.
The Poon Hound?
Yeah.
I gotta say, when you say it like that, it sounds like something completely different.
Does it? I don't know. I don't know, dude. As a harpooner expert like myself, I would not know.
Aim for the eye. That's
right. Aim with your heart, not with your eyes.
Oh, I said aim for the eyes.
Close. I like saying that when people ask me for hunter's tips, dude. Aim with your heart, dude.
Aim with your poon. That's right, PC Rig. Okay, so now we're going to get into some tips that you have for upcoming streamers. Any things that you've learned all the way along the way, some of the biggest struggles that you've overcame, and everything else. You got any good tips for some people coming in?
If you're enjoying yourself on stream, no matter what you do, other people around you will enjoy it as well. Put TTV in your name, especially when you're first starting out and you're not, because Twitch is a very shitty discoverability platform. You need all the help you can get. If you're not doing Instagram, you're not doing YouTube, how do people know you exist? They quite frankly will not. And eventually, when you get the few numbers that you do end up having, or however amount of viewers you do have, if it bothers you that much that you're not as high as you were the day before, cover it up. Act like you do have 1,000 people. Act like you have 1,000 people always, and you'll make the content that 1,000 people will want to see.
That's really good advice. But I didn't really take that to heart either until probably a few months ago. I turned off, like how many viewers are in here and everything, and I tried to bring the same amount of energy regardless. And I know that you've done it too in the past, and that's really, really good advice.
Yeah, 100%. It's very helpful. It'll help so many people like, because some people just don't like seeing it. They're like, oh shit, I was at 10, but now I'm at 3. What happened? It gets in their head, dude. Whether they want it to or not, sometimes it happens. So cover it up, dude.
Absolutely.
Also, music is really good to like help you feel like, don't use it as like a complete substitute for dead air, but it helps set up the atmosphere, So like, even if you're not talking as much, which you should be trying to say anything and everything, because hey, fuck it, dude. If you're enjoying yourself, everyone around you will, dude. That little bit of extra music to fill that dead air makes such a big difference, dude.
So we're going to talk about the kind of struggles now. Did you ever have a part where you kind of like hit rock bottom with streaming and you were like, I think I'm going to be done? Did you ever get down to that level, and how did you come back from it if you did?
I think two times. One was my hand started hurting like really badly. And another time was when I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a Facebook streamer anymore. I thought I was going to go live camera. I didn't know. And for that I would have sat on that one for a while. I was like, do I want to be a live face cam streamer? And eventually, I don't know, I got over it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep trying. I love streaming. I love the people I do have, I'll see how it goes. And somehow it just ended up flourishing. And for the hand thing, I was kind of depressed for a little bit, not going to lie. But I was like, I have to try, dude. I was like, I can't just give up on my dream, Like, I just can't not. So I work out. I don't eat processed foods anymore. I drink only water. And they're a lot better than what they were, 100%.
Which I kind of commend you, for sticking in there, because I mean you got a trackball and you did some exercises and everything else, and you kept going regardless of the pain. And you kind of did cut your streams back, because you used to stream 10 hours a day, and then you kind of cut back. Now you're 3 days a week, right? And you only do about 5-6 hours.
Yep. Dude, the trackball helps so much, actually, dude. There's something about the unergonomical way you hold a mouse, or at least in my situation, that's just not very helpful, dude. My fingers are just like, they just don't enjoy it. So the trackball's a way to like, it's DBD. It's not a first-person shooter, so the trackball works just fine. Like, I feel like almost the exact way I'd play a regular mouse. Obviously, I still have a little bit of learning to do, a little bit of like, getting used to it. But for the most part, I like it. I enjoy it. I always find I find happiness in what I have.
And have your hands gotten any better since you've been doing the exercises? And
probably immensely better. Immensely. They were at one point they're all getting inflamed and shit. My fucking joints were hurting, like a lot of them. One day I was like, fuck. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work out and I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm at that point where if I do nothing, it's gonna get worse, and if I do something, it probably won't get any worse. And then I did it. Worked out the 1 day a week, and boom, my hands felt a lot better. They were sore for 3 days, but then I did the next week, even better. The next week, even better. The next week after that, I gained for like 40 to 50 hours, set myself back a little bit, but I mean, it's a work in progress. We're just gonna get better with time.
I appreciate it, man. That's really good. I love the advice that you're giving, and I love your drive to keep going, because I feel like probably at least 3/4 of people would have been like, okay, I can't do this anymore. This is clearly hurting my hands, so I have to do something else. So I commend you for actually sticking in there and finding a solution instead of just hanging it up.
Dude, I would rather whittle my hands to nothing than stop streaming. Honestly, dude, I love it, dude. It's the thing that makes me happy more than anything ever has. I've quit so many things that I've started, but streaming's the one thing I kept with, and it's the one thing I'll keep doing.
Well, and I feel like some people too, they would have just put on like just chatting, and they would just hang out with the community and watch videos, but you didn't go that route, which is another interesting thing, because I'm sure some of your community would show up for that, but you're like, no, I this is my game. I have to keep playing it.
I tried it for like a day or two, and then I was like, wait a second, Dan, there's no traffic here. Your channel will die. So back to DVD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it's you have to go to a game that has traffic is the thing, dude. Like, as much as you love a game, if you're not, like, even if you're high enough in the directory, if there's no traffic and no follows and you're not doing other platforms, you have to get the traffic. Like, DB is a game I love, but it also has traffic. But if I loved, like, I don't know, fucking Hello Kitty on Adventure, if there was no traffic there, then I couldn't stream it because there needs to be traffic.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, which DVD is a great game. We all have our complaints and everything about it, but it's one of those things. The longevity for it is there. It's been there forever. And you talked about earlier how that's going to be your game until it completely dies out. Do you see yourself ever going to horror variety if that happens? Or are you just going to try to find a different game?
I'll find a new game to main, most likely. I feel like the dream is that I get so big on YouTube or a different platform that I can also branch out to other games as well. I will never quit DVD. I love DVD. I'll play that game till it dies for sure. But that's the dream right there.
Are you going to play the Ash vs. the Evil Dead game when it comes out, or Back 4 Blood?
Oh, probably not. I don't think I've ever played those games, to be honest with you.
You never played the Left 4 Dead series?
No.
Really? Adventure hadn't either. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Everybody we're interviewing hasn't played Left 4 Dead. That's insane.
I mean, I was a League man for like forever, so I started streaming DVD. I at one point I was like, God, this game makes me so mad because the community in that game actually makes me livid with rage. Because they'll die in 5 seconds and be like, GG next, surrender now.
Which I've actually never played League, so I guess I deserve that same amount of what the hell's the matter with you?
Have you ever played Dota?
No.
That's good. If you're ever gonna play either of them, League is way better than Dota. Stretch.
Krillic says different.
They're wrong. They're wrong, dude. My IQ is actually 161. It was tested in high school, so I can tell you League is better.
All right. So in closing, do you have anything else that you'd like to add? We have been live for about an hour. That's about as long as I wanted it to go. I think we touched on everything else. Do you have anything else you would like to close with?
I feel like I've given as much information as I could to streamers. I feel like I could give them a lot more tips. I feel like I wish I could. But for anyone that wants to be a streamer, don't be afraid to do more. Don't be afraid to do extra, because extra is always better. And if you're having a good time, your community will also have a good time. And if you're really, just don't be one of those guys who streams to one person and doesn't have TTV in their name and doesn't do any other platforms. Like, do something, put TTV, maybe make a TikTok, maybe do Instagram, do like anything really. I want to see people flourish. I want to see people come up, more is better, dude.
Absolutely. I appreciate you coming out though, brother. It's been a delight talking to you. I feel like if we keep talking, it's pretty much going to turn into us just bullshitting about anything. And, you know how it goes. I do actually have one question. As far as horror movies, do you watch horror movies, or do you go towards more like comedies or anything else?
See, I feel like I learned a big lesson when it came to certain things. I feel like you never, if you main like F13, if they ask you your favorite movie, you should have a favorite movie and not go against the grain. And I feel like that gets you more people in general. But for the longest time, when I mained F13, they'd be like, "What's your favorite Jason movie?" I'm like, "Freddy versus Jason." That's so fucking funny to me. They'd be livid with rage. But funny, dude, they'd be so mad. It was so funny. I feel like my favorite horror movie is. I feel like Chucky was a pretty good one when I was a kid. I don't know. I was like really obsessed with all that stuff when I was a kid, and I feel like I eventually like grew out of the horror genre. But for some reason, when I was at like toddler like age, I really liked that shit. It was crazy.
Did you watch the new one?
No, I didn't. Was it good?
I actually liked it. I mean, obviously it's not the old ones, but it's kind of more of like a modernized Chucky, and it almost seems something that's plausible, you know, since the AI and the constant learning, and it sees them watching horror movies. They're watching Leatherface, and it's kind of learning what they're laughing at and everything. They're like, oh, so them being murdered is funny, you know. So he kind of grows off of that point. It's pretty interesting.
I think I'll check it out soon. It sounds like an interesting thing. I watched I think part 6 of Friday the 13th. It was interesting. It's like these movies are kind of horror, but they're kind of comedy.
Is that the New York one? Is that the one where he goes to New York?
I think it's definitely one. Oh god, they're all with Tommy Jarvis. I feel like. Let's see, part 6. Jason Friday the 13th. I don't think it was the one who entered New York. I think it was. Damn, I don't remember which one it was. I just remember Tommy Jarvis saying, "It's me you want, remember?" like 3 times, like the exact same audio playing, dude. I was like, God, it's so corny, but Jason, it's me you want, remember? Like, I was like, he said like 3 times in succession, exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Like, God. Movies back then, funny AF.
I just like the I brought up the New York one because there's a funny scene where these guys are listening to something on the boombox and Jason just like walks through and kicks it and breaks it, and he just keeps walking, and the guys like try to get up and say something, but they see how big he is and they're like, never mind. You know, like,
it's funny, dude.
there was a video floating around where somebody had cropped Justin Bieber into it and had him breaking it. I'm like, that's pretty fucking funny.
That is pretty funny.
All right, Dan, we're gonna get you out of here. I do want to tell you, it's been an honor. You're one of my favorite streamers. I've always had a blast watching your stream. I proud member of your community. I'm always going to come in and holler at you, and it's been a great podcast. I love it, man. I love it.
I love talking to you. Thank you for having me, dude. You've always been like an amazing ass person and friend to me. So when you asked me to do the podcast, I had no like second thoughts. I'm like, I got you. You're my boy. Easy, done and done.
Well, I appreciate the hell out of that, man. And I'm looking forward to the content. I'm looking forward to all your videos and everything. And then I hope to catch you again in the fog sometime.
Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be best. By the way, love your faces, love your tat. Twitch.tv, DANinahurry. Hey.
Go ahead and say bye to your community too. If you want to shout out somebody, you can. But
sure. Shout out to the community that's always amazing and had my back, and everyone that was here, dude. Fucking much love, heartwarming stuff, dude. I fucking appreciate every single one of you. Fang mains are smelly, dude. Survivors are smelly. Killer mains forever, Cap. Have a good day, guys. Love your faces.
All right, brother. Love you. I hope you get some rest before you go stream tonight. I'll try to be in there.
Oh yeah, dude. Love talking to you, buddy. Have a great day, man.
You too, buddy. See you later. All right, guys, that was DANinahurry. I appreciate you hanging out with us today. We are going to be posting this to YouTube. I hope that you guys stop by, watch the video. Next week, we are actually going to have Tally Hobro on here. The following week, I don't have anybody planned. But if you guys have somebody that you'd like to recommend, if you have somebody that you'd like to get on here, join my Discord. Go ahead, hang out with me, and tell me some things that we can improve on maybe. If you have some like pre-animated questions that you'd like to ask, go ahead and drop them in Discord. Let me know. But I love y'all. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. I'll have to read them out in my next stream. I will go live Monday at about 8:30 to 9 a.m. But I appreciate everybody. I hope you guys have a badass day. High fives all around. We'll see you guys later. I love y'all. Stay metal. Hang cheesy.